Well, good morning. Hello and welcome to Media Enhanced Learning 3240, live presentation number 2. I'm your host, Niall Petherbridge. Today, I'll be presenting the 4 E's: excite, engage, educate, and evaluate of CANVA. This presentation has a Creative Commons license. It is an attribution, non-commercial, share-alike license. This means this presentation may be remixed, adapted, and built upon as long as credit is given and the license terms stay the same moving forward. Please note, this presentation is being recorded for this assignment submission and will be available publicly on YouTube. I'd like to do a territorial acknowledgement. I work at Camosun College at the Interurban Campus here in Victoria, which is located on the territories of the Algonquin and Wasanich peoples. We acknowledge their welcome and graciousness for all who come to seek their education here. I would also like to thank them for their stewardship of these lands over the many millennia they have been here. Our agenda for today. First, we'll start with introductions, as there is no individuals joining me today in this presentation. I will be introducing myself. Next, we'll talk about what is CANVA and an explanation of all the possibilities. Thirdly, we'll be covering the 4 E's: excite, engage, educate, and evaluate of CANVA. I will then be assessing and grading CANVA and giving a report card on the 4 E's. We'll review the key takeaways. Then I'll provide some references that were used in the presentation. Finally, we'll have time for discussion before we wrap up the presentation. If there are no more questions, we will move on. So this part of the presentation is where participants would introduce themselves, tell us who they are, where they're at in their PIPD voyage, and why they chose my CANVA presentation. I will start off and go first. My name is Niall Petherbridge. I'm a Red Seal chef of over 30 years, and I'm a culinary arts instructor. I've taught at 2 post-secondary institutions here on Vancouver Island. I am halfway through my PIPD journey. And why did I choose CANVA? I chose CANVA as I saw a colleague's presentation on culinary math, which was colorful, unique, fresh, and above all else, interesting and engaging. I know suggesting that math was interesting and engaging is hard to believe, I know, but that is what was the driver for me to find out about this amazing tool. At this point in the presentation, I would allow others to introduce themselves if they were participating today. So, is anyone familiar with CANVA? As there's nobody here, I'm assuming no. So, CANVA is an exciting presentation tool that is similar to Microsoft PowerPoint. Most people are familiar with PowerPoint. It has hundreds of thousands of templates, not only PowerPoint style slides, but documents, flyers, social media, video, Instagram, and TikTok templates. CANVA is free online, but like most free internet-based items, the pro or the paid version is usually worth it. In this case, $13 a month, and you can pause, excuse me, the subscription. As an example, if you were not teaching in the summer, you can pause your subscription for 2 months and then reactivate it in September when school starts. So really, what is CANVA? If we compare the presentation platforms, this presentation to cars, PowerPoint is a Honda Civic. It's capable. It gets the job done, reliable, and well-known. CANVA is a Ferrari race car. It's exciting, cutting edge, fun to drive, and lots of people want it. As you can see on the slide, there are stunning images. I have 3 here. There's food images, scenery, lots of people. In the paid version, adds even more images. Canva has an online profile page, but you can download your items and save them for future use. So you're not limited to what you create and having a subscription. In the paid version of Canva, there are 600,000 templates, not just PowerPoint slides, but flyers and such, and 100 million mind-boggling elements, such as pictures and graphics, animations, icons, fonts, just a limitless amount of content. In the unpaid version or the free version, there are 200,000 templates and 1 million elements that you are able to use free of charge. As you may have noticed on these slides, there's lots of movement, animations. It's very advanced. It's easy to do with a few clicks, and quite intuitive. What else is Canva? Canva is amazing stock videos that are editable, varying in length, themes, and content. There is so much content available. It's hard to believe. You can easily add them to your presentations. You can reduce the runtime. You can speed up the runtime. All you need to do is move the slider on the bottom of the video, and you can also add music or audio to these clips. This slide may look a little bit more familiar for those of you that have used PowerPoint in the past. There's traditional graphing templates in a PowerPoint style, traditional style. CANVA for Education, which is a secondary version, has many templates that are geared towards kindergarten through grade 12 students and teachers. This is also free to users, but you need to be a teacher and verify that with email. Canva also has integrated AI features that helps you create slides, presentations, and really has limitless potential. The Canva for Education is great. However, it is not geared towards post-secondary audiences like yourselves. How does Canva excite students? Canva makes student and teacher presentations professional, polished, and interesting with relative ease. How many people have seen the same template used or photograph used time and time again for an assignment they've used over multiple cohorts? Luke Edwards noted in Tech Learning magazine that both students and teachers can, quote, focus on the topic at hand and not waste time and energy on the tool creation. Students and instructors have confidence in the presentation because of the professionalism that allows them to stand out. What it really boils down to is variety of content in Canva and how do educators entertain students while delivering the critical information. How does Canva engage? Canva intrinsically motivates learners. The pleasure of the task is helping the learners learn. They're motivated by the pleasure. People like to be entertained, and Canva certainly can entertain. There's varied styles, questions, activities, different delivery of material in multiple formats to keep and hold learner interest. Alessio Marchetti stated in Desire Circle Design, quote, Canva gets students excited about learning by giving them a real-world tool to create beautiful designs. Canva is modern, relevant, and applicable to today's students and their interests. How does Canva educate? Marissa Wright from Teaching Expertise wrote, quote, Students in classes can also engage in collaborative learning experiences by doing projects as a group. The varied styles of questions and activities, different delivery of material in multiple formats to keep and hold interest. Canva for Teachers comes loaded with assignments, collaborative group projects, and templates to encourage successful group work. Canva also supports self-directed learning. Students that regulate their own learning are better lifelong learners. Students can access Canva on their own time and schedule for free to work on projects or view instructor presentations. Canva is creatively driven, focused on learned material rather than creation of format for delivery. How does Canva evaluate? Canva can yield valid and reliable evaluation as the material taught can be tested frequently in many different formats. As an example, students can be asked to assess video, interpretation of graphs or charts. You can pose open-ended questions. However, all this evaluation relies on a good instructor. Canva can be used for self-evaluation. Based on content, students can gauge where their knowledge is at compared to their peers. Additionally, instructors can identify gaps in knowledge during the presentation. Fenwick and Parsons, in The Art of Evaluation, concluded that, quote, evaluation should take place many times during the instructional process to accurately judge a learner's progress. Ultimately, quote, what is measured often is what becomes learned, end quote. Canva offers opportunity for self-evaluation, peer-to-peer evaluation, but like most presentations, it is an opportunity for the instructor for formative, informal evaluation of students. All right, here we are at the report card. So the 4 E's of Canva. Excite, I give Canva an A. There's so much content, variety, and entertainment value with Canva. Engage, I also give Canva an A for engage. Students are excited about learning by giving them a real world tool to create beautiful designs. Educate, A-, still good, but you're able to repeat material in multiple formats, video, graphs, text, pictures. Evaluate, I gave Canva a B+. Great for self-assessment and instructor assessment, but I feel that it cannot replace formal summative grading. All right, let's review. What is Canva? Canva is PowerPoint on steroids. It's an elevated graphic design platform that's easy to use and free. How does Canva excite? It's dynamic, fresh visual presentations with video, graphics, and easy to implement animations. How does it engage? It excites students by learning by giving them real-world tool to create beautiful designs. How does Canva educate? Preloaded assignments and removing the pressure of the presentation and allowing students to focus on the knowledge. How does it evaluate? Canva there's self-evaluation, peer evaluation, and opportunity for formative, informal evaluation by the instructor. Here are the references and materials referred to and used during my presentation. I can take a moment so you can screenshot the information or email them to you after the presentation. Additionally, the presentation will be available publicly on YouTube. This is a lovely graphic for my question and discussion period. I had allocated 4 minutes for this section for questions and answers. Since there's no participants today, I will move to the end of the presentation. I thank you all for participating in my 4 E's of CANVA presentation. Good luck with your presentations in the future.